Ladies and gentlemen, my deepest apologies here. Some Christmas spirit is required from everyone in the chat, if there's anyone still around. Let's have a look. There's 5 years left. Thank you to the true believers out there. It's Christmas miracle here. We've got the server running. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. That is live on the Discord, live on YouTube. We're back for race 3. Finally, here at Mount Panorama, we've got almost all of the guys back into the server as well, which is fantastic, great news. I'm going to drop a few F-bombs soon because it's been absolute rubbish on the technical front. But my co-commentators, Zach O'Reilly and Lindsay Muddle, are back in the seat. So, Zach, what has happened?
What hasn't happened, really? It's all happening. Doesn't matter where you look. SimSational TV, AK Racing. We've got server lag. We've got YouTube just crashing on us. We've got everything crashing here. But I'll tell you what, on the racetrack coming our way here for 20 minutes at Bathurst. Hopefully none of these guys crash it coming over the hill into Skyline. No one knows how these cars behave at Bathurst. Never raced here before in the Aussie racing car. So this is going to be trials and tribulations for them all. I cannot wait for this. We've got a minute 15 left here before lights are out. And off your front row at the moment, it is the underground mammal, Nick Mould, with him, Alex McGill next to him. So these two are the safest guys all night in the grand scheme of things, because that is what the grid is set on. The chef has been the third safest. I'll tell you what, no burns in his kitchen tonight. Doing well there, the chef as well. No knives been stabbing into anyone. Matt Munro in fourth place somehow, getting up there after I saw him teleport like a helicopter at some stage. Cut in fifth. Tommy Wilson not in the server yet, 6th. My bus, your bus, whose bus? It's Carl's. Scotty McEwen in 8th. Gary Postlethwaite still not in the server either in 9th. And then we have got the man, the myth, the legend himself, the captain, Kirk, in 10th place with Falzon Eckert, Bodygeg, Schmerley, McEwen, Bullock, Fergo, Nick Mallow, Nick Attard, and Fergo Senior, Fabian Fitness, and Ezra Simmons round out the final grid. 23 seconds to go here. Wow, this is going to be interesting. Lesbian and Richard Head.
Yeah, Les here, and I'll tell you what, it's about time we got racing. It's been a fair bit of shenanigans back here behind the scenes, but we finally get to breathe and watch some bloody Aussie race cars get around this circuit. And we are just about ready for a start, ladies and gentlemen, in race 3. We've got Alex McGill. What a cracking start. Just nails he just goes straight out to the lead. We're going to have to look behind because we've got Matt Munro up around the outside of Hayden Cook. Nick Mole there as well. It goes off the circuit. There's look at that. McGill's just made a mess of turn 1. He had about a 6/10 head start.
Oh no,
there's bloody cars off there in the background. Who's that? Kirk
the
Barber,
captain
my
of the
bus,
haircut of my
all
bus.
having an absolute shocker. But look at this little gaggle of cars up the inside. There's more cars off as well. Will Bullock has met his demise in the outside barrier as they go up the mountain for the first time. Looking ahead though, Alex McGill and Brandon Schmell up the inside. This is just madness. Look at that. Jack Ferguson now in the middle of a little sandwich. We got Attard just giving him a tap for no reason. Who's that on the inside? Miss Simons making Australia great as every metre of this track happens to be. But look at that. Hayden Cook is out there in front. The chef has the lead of the race, Zach O'Reilly.
Oh, geez, the chef is cooking with gas here, but he's got Matt Munro hot on his collar with the dead set air fryer sitting behind him. This is gas versus air frying material. Matt Munro and the chef coming around Mount Panorama. First time coming over the hill into Skyline. These cars are oversteering. What are they going to behave like? Too wide into Skyline. Get absolutely stuffed. And they're going to make it happen here too. Matt Munro around the outside, up the inside. Got it done cleanly. That is awesome racing for the both of them. And the chef spinned it. He has put the dead set brazen bits into his own mental asylum and he's stuffed it into the wall. Overcooked the lamb, and that's it for him. Matt Munro's going to gallop away here. Oh, geez, what a anti-climax there for the chef man in 9th position. Alex McEwen's managed to keep his way out of trouble here, unlike Nick Mallow, all the way down there in 16, 17, 18, 20th position for Mallow, man. He's in 10th. He got back up. McEwen sitting there in 7th place, side drafting the Irishman himself in McGill. They're side by side. Who's got the better run? It looks like McEwen's got it. He's on the inside. Thank you very much, Dan Conrad. Going to get the job done here, but McGill can go defensive here and try to break late coming down into the chase. Oh, sideways action there for the both of them. And they're going to outbreak each other here if they're not careful. McEwen's going to be careful there. So is Alex. The two Alexes having a good battle. And McEwen comes out on top. And now Andrew Ferguson is right on the back here. The Scottish versus the Irish. This could be dead set. Absolute SimSational battle here. Will it be, Dickie Head?
Yeah.
Yes. So Ferguson trying to find the outside here in the car number 73. As there's a moment there, it's Buttigieg slow on the exit, but now down towards turn 1. Ferguson on the outside of McGill, who had the lead into turn 1 but made a mess of it. And now we look to Mello, who goes down the inside of the Chef, gets it done. Now Buttigieg in the background as well, gets a good run off of turn 1. He's going to be trying to hunt Cook as we head down the mountain straight here on board here with Buttigieg as he's in the slipstream, gaining and gaining and gaining. These Aussie racing cars, so small, so good for racing around Mount Panorama as we head down towards Griffin's Bend. They're going to be wheel to wheel. Buttigieg is going to have some confidence to get it done the long way around here, but he's going to try and get it done, and he does get it done the long way round, and that is a brilliant move there from Buttigieg, and that is only a slice of the racing here. We are 4 minutes in. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like we've had 40 years worth of action in one race. It's been absolutely sensational stuff here as we head through the cutting. Buttigieg has some more work to do after his mistake off the back of the final corner and up ahead there. Now we look to Bullock, who's in a massive battle here with McEwen and Falzon as we head towards McPhillamy, and it's Bullock side by side with McEwen, who gets it done down the inside and up in front. Mole gets it done. Falzon gets it done on Mole as we head into McPhillamy now, and McEwen trying to hunt for more places as we head down towards Brock Skyline and the Dipper sequence, but they're not able to go side by side at the Skyline this lap, but I'm sure somebody will try it eventually. But what a bit of racing it has been, Zach O'Reilly.
Dead set in the fair-dinkum department. I reckon Rabs would be spewing. He's not here at this point in time. It's all happening. McEwen is all over the back there of Nick Mole. And speaking of the devil, I've just heard someone on the back door. He is here. Oh my goodness, we're in trouble. Is he going to be here for 15 minutes? I don't know if we're going to last here. I don't know who's going to knock out first with the baseball bat. Will it be Dickie Head or Huge Ass, myself, or Lesbian? Not too sure. Cars are sailing everywhere. Don't worry about that. Oh, that was a car inside. Buttigieg has been put inside Nick Mallow and shunted off into Narnia. Oh, poor old bastard. No, it wasn't Buttigieg. I think it was Bullock. He got done. Yep. And he absolutely yeeted himself inside. He can't do anything about that neck coating, left, right, and centre. Empress Service, you can get absolutely back trucked here tonight. Dead set shit performance. Nothing to say on the track here at the moment. Matt Munro putting in the exact opposite of shit. He is full on racing away and galloping here, but he's got Alex McEwen to come, and we've got a three-way battle there for a couple of positions. Oh, that's insane. Falzon,
look at that.
McEwen, and Mole's gone around the inside and said, thank you, I'll take that place back off you, and send himself up into the podium positions, but Nick Mallo's going to fight it as hard as he possibly can, and he's got that job done. Nick Mole not keeping the bullet in, and he's sideways on the exit up the hell corner onto Mountain Straight we go, and this is going to be Matthias Falzon's time to shine, get a side draft here, and there's going to be some suckage there because that is Nick Mallow slow. Mick Mole, sorry, slow there, up the edge, and Falzon's gone around the outside. Trailer Park Girl, don't serve a lag now, I'll give you the hot tip, and it's happening. No. Oh no, we got cars anywhere. What the hell is going on in the SimSational department here? They've all managed to get around somehow. I'll get absolutely stuffed if they manage to keep that off the wall, and they do, but Falzon, the biggest loser out of that. They would have all dead set shit themselves, brown pants moment, and it is still racing here as we come through the chase, and that is a wide Nick Mole. He's out. He is done. Thank you very much. Not the chase, my goodness. That is, I can't remember the corner. Up over the hill we go, coming into the great section. This is insane stuff. Falzon into 4th place. Nick Mole sticking a fat in 5th, but Andrew Ferguson right behind him here for 6th and 5th is the battle on track. Can Fergo keep it clean and mean like he normally does? The reserve lag going to absolutely yeet him inside Nick Mole. That could be something to behold there, Diggy Head.
So, yeah, Ferguson on the hunt of Nick Mole after he made just a slight mistake, and Fergo is going to be on the absolute hunt as we head down through Skyline. Buttigieg also behind is looking at Fitness, and Hughes also on the back of that train as well. So a lot of battling going all the way from the front to the back here at Mount Panorama as they head into Forest Elbow. Hughes could get a move done if he has a good run, but he doesn't have a good run. He has a massive snap. Neither did Fitness though, and Buttigieg is going to be right up behind as we head onto the straight with 13 minutes to go onto the Conrod straight. Buttigieg is chasing tail here of Fabian Fitness as they head down the straight. It is going to be an absolute dive on if he wants to pull this one off, so I think he'll probably try and stay patient as we head down towards the chase, but anything's possible as we've seen here tonight in the Wednesday Cup. It's been absolutely crazy stuff. It never seems to end. People phasing through walls, under the surface, in the sky. Anything you could call could possibly happen here tonight, as that is Fitness on the back of Ferguson as we head down towards Murray's, and he's going to try and get it done the long way around. He switches to the inside. He's going to go down the inside. Goes Fabian Fitness, and he's going to try and get this one done. They nearly make contact. Fitness isn't able to get it done just yet, but now the run down towards Hell Corner. Will Fitness be able to try and make anything stick? There's a bit of lag here, so it's hard to tell. And now it looks like Buttigieg in the background trying to get involved the long way around, but it's impossible to tell. The lag making it impossible to call what is going on here.
It's an absolute shit show here. Thank you. What are we calling them? Emperor servers. I think your time is done here with the AK Racing League. We're going to have to look abroad and try and find somewhere else that can handle all this action here on track. Jake Buttigieg now on the back of Jack Ferguson, as you can see, up the mountain straight for the 4th time. Might get a few more down in a 20-minute race, but Jake Buttigieg just pulling out of the slipstream, showing the nose up into Griffin's Bend, but didn't pull the trigger on that move. He will wait and do the patient thing, and it's probably the wise thing as well here at Bathurst. Just pick the spots where you can be quicker than the guy in front of you. Pick your overtaking moves and plan that move in advance. But look at this, very tight there. Maybe a little bit of a wall rub there out of turn 3 and 4, out of turn 4 should I say, over the top now through the grate. It's a hard little sequence to get in a faster car, but I've been told in these Aussie race cars it's flat to the floor all the way across, which is fantastic. There goes Jack Ferguson off into the bloody wall, and that will give Jake Buttigieg the advantage there, and 11th position as well. Zach O'Reilly.
Tell you what, Lezo, that was some sensational action there. Fergo putting his nose into the wall, thought there was a bit of I guess probably something in the, I don't know what Scottish people eat these days, but anyway,
Haggis.
Didn't get the chockies. He's got some Angus beef there. Couldn't smell it, but he could only taste it, just like not like a gynecologist, that's for sure. Fergo, however, is dead set. 6th place and flying here. He's got Fabian Fitness in front of him, who has galloped away a little bit, but Hughesy, the man on a prow from race 1, Nathan Hughes, dead set wanting to get himself back inside the top 5, and he's in a good position here at the moment. He's only got Fergo to go. That car and that driver tonight, Hughesy having an absolute blinder here in the Wednesday Cup tonight. I wish Heather Hughes was watching on with him at the moment. Hopefully Heather is okay. We know she was under some ill health, so our best wishes to Heather and Nathan there in the Hughes household as well, here from SimSational TV. But he's racing on here in spirit of Heather. Watching on and cheering him at the moment is Nathan Hughes. Good to see here at the moment. And Matt Munro, speaking of which, 5 seconds away from Alex McEwen. Dead set, got the pace over him. Let's keep an eye on that, because we've got about 3 or 4 laps left, and that gap could decrease if McEwen's got his eye in over Matt Munro, and we'll see what can happen. But Nick Mallow is in 3rd, Fails on 4th, Fabian Fitness in 5th, and the battle we are watching here is between 6th and 7th, between Ferguson and Hughes, Dixter.
Yes.
Yeah, so the battle will rage on as we head up the mountain here in Bathurst, and what a sight it is seeing these Aussie racing cars around this circuit. Super small cars, pretty big track, but small compared to normal circumstances, but they can still manage to make it 2 or 3 wide depending on how cocky they're feeling through any given section, as Ferguson makes a little bit of a mistake. Hughesy chasing tail here with 8 minutes 50 to go, and he is chasing as they head through into Reed Park, and Nathan is going to have to dig deep here if he wants to try and get a move done, but he has a great run as they head into Solomon Park and towards McPhillamy. Completely foot flat to the floor here in the Aussie racing cars. Flick it to the left. The car's sliding the whole way through McPhillamy and towards Brock Skyline. That is Hughes with a massive moment there. Managing to hold it together though. These Aussie racing cars very able to hold together with big slides. That's a massive slide there from Ferguson. That's going to sacrifice his run into the dipper. He just keeps it out of the wall, but he probably has a couple of pairs of brown pants there in his racing seat as they head into Forest Elbow. And Hughesy, if he gets a good run off Forest Elbow, could have an attack here, but he has a bit of a slide, so the battle will continue as we head onto the Conrod Straight. I'm not sure if he's going to be close enough. The gap is closing, but it's hovering around 6/10 and closing, but I think that's just a little bit of a straight line speed deficit. Maybe the slipstream coming into it here as they head towards the chase. 5/10 is surely too far back, but you can never say never here in AK Racing as they head towards the braking zone. Hughesy won't look for the inside, but the battle will rage on. It has been quite an interesting race, Chris Munro, but I think that it's calmed down now.
Absolutely. As you say that, here goes Hughesy up the inside. Fergo makes a massive mistake, and Hughesy takes advantage of that. Thank you very much, he says, up into 6th position now. This battle will rage on because I think, as we've seen in the past couple of laps, Ferguson probably has the pace advantage, but Nathan Hughes just taking advantage of that little mistake and a little bit of server lag as well. Where are they going? He was about to go sailing off into Narnia. Where is Ferguson, ladies and gentlemen? He's in the bloody wall. I tell you what, it's very hard to call this race, ladies and gentlemen. What we can safely rely on is that Matt Munro is in the lead of this race. He's got about a 2.5 second advantage to Alex McEwen. That has come down significantly in the last 90 seconds that we've been talking, ladies and gentlemen. So this is going to be a spicy little ending. Don't you worry about that. The last time around, Alex was a 2:26.6. Let's see what Matt Munro was, a 2:28.6. That's a flat and even 2 seconds quicker as Alex McEwen. So we can safely say by the end of this lap, he's going to be probably under a second or very close to a second off the lead of this race. Nick Mello also doing a 2:27, so maybe just only about 6/10 to a second and a half, maybe faster than Matt Munro as well. So both of these guys closing in. What about Matthias Falzon? We'll check on his last lap. It was a 2:28.2. So, okay, he's just probably losing touch of these two guys in second and third. Fabian Fitness, what was his last lap? A 2:27.5. So, man, these two guys in second and third, the only two guys on the track at the moment in the 2:26s, really starting to turn the screws. And I guess the sweat will start to be beating out of the forehead of Matt Munro in the lead in his VR headset, and he can now see Alex McEwen in his rearview mirrors and Zaccaroli. That is something that he will be probably sweating out for the rest of this lap.
Yeah, if he's got any talent left after all this sweat, it is just dripping out of him at this point in time. He can see Alex McEwen gaining and gaining and gaining. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, this could happen. And I'll tell you what, I called it correctly. Thank you very much. That's what you get with the expert commentary here at SimSational TV with myself, Huge Ass Lesbian, and Dick Head in there with the commentary box. Good to see us all here and calling the action absolutely superbly. The server here is definitely doing its best impression of a Chernobyl low voltage test. It is full on getting to the end of it where it nearly explodes, but comes back recovering and beautifully done there. But all the drivers are dead set shitting himself within 1 second of each other. Poor old James Bullock got the best of that. And I'll tell you what, even in the back of the grid, the timing tower just doing weird things there, also giving us an absolute heart attack. You can see the orange, you can see the red, you can see the green there. All of these cells here on the server department are about to start exploding here again, and we are going to have some sort of server lag off into the bunda. Matt Munro will be shitting himself. He is 2.5 seconds away from being taken, stolen basically from Alex McEwen in the lead department, and Nick Mello's closing in on Alex McEwen as well. Only 1.4 seconds now, the difference between those two. So are we going to see a three-way battle here for the final 2 laps of Bathurst? That could be spicy as well. And the captain's recovering. He's found Starship Battle Galactica or whatever the hell it is, and found his way back up into 6th place, just taking Jack Ferguson's place off him for now. But Jack Ferguson's got the reverse switch back up the inside. Bit of server lag there too. Be careful, boys. This could end up inside each other. That's the only place you don't want to be if you're a straight man, inside one another. But for sure, Will Kirk and Jack Ferguson highly strung here at the moment, getting the blood boiling. It's going to be an absolute enter or deceit. And we can see the server lag go off there. These cars cars are going left and right and upside down, up into the Saturn and then back down to Earth and maybe to the sun too, because these guys literally are driving like their life depends on it. And this is close. This is too close for server lag, ladies and gentlemen. This could end up in absolute disaster here right on board. Server is settled down for the moment. Poor old bastards there. Malaysia Marvel's just looking at this going, mine's red all the time, boys. What the hell are you talking about? Who cares? I'm racing for Malaysia. All good. But here he goes. Look at this for a sensational run out of the S's. Here's Will Kirk. He's going to try and take Jack Ferguson down Conrod. Can we get it done here? Oh, this is going to be spicy stuff. Outbreaking each other. Yep, that is Jack Ferguson a little wide. Can the Fergo, man? Oh, they're inside each other. The porno shoot has happened. And they've found inside each other, those two. Wowee, the captain, and Nick Mello also going upside down, wherever you want. Munro and Nick Mello here thinking, what is going on? I'd like to tell you what, that is 100% happening here in the sensational department there, Lesbian.
Yeah, it is all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. The server is just, as you can see on your screen, doing what it wants to do. We're going to ride on board with, we're going to follow Jake Buttigieg around. He's got about an 8/10 advantage to Andrew Ferguson. Yeah, we got 2 minutes to go here in the last stream of the year here into SimSational TV, covering the Wednesday Cup here for AK Racing. I'll tell you what, this 2 minutes can't come soon enough. We've seen absolute trials and tribulations here in the technical department. And Alex Ferguson, Jesus Christ. Where's your bingo cards, ladies and gentlemen, for 2025? You're going to get plenty of that action. Andrew Ferguson, I know him in the real world. Big Red, we're going to call him. Goes up the outside now, looking around on Jake Buttigieg. He does have the advantage. His nose is in front, but Buttigieg does have the advantage of being on that inside line here into turn 2, and he will take that advantage. Thank you very much. These drivers have to be very cautious at the moment because a slight server lag and or any sort of variance in the ping department can send them all just sailing into the wall, and that's not where you want to be here at Mount Panorama. So very nice awareness there from Andrew Ferguson. There's too many Alexes here in the server, and I'm a big Arsenal fan as well. So Sir Alex Ferguson, you have my mind on a string here at the moment. Andrew Ferguson now 3/10 away from Jake Buttigieg. Can he just hang with him? Buttigieg's been pretty on fire in the pace department here tonight, but I guess the battle for the lead is now heating up.
Yeah, so the battle will rage on here between Matt Munro and Nick Mello as the servers are going on more strikes than the Sydney trains.
Nothing like an emphysema patient at the moment.
They go flat out through the chase. Down towards the chicane now. They're wheel to wheel for the race win here with 23 seconds left on the clock. They're side by side. It's a massive snap there from Nick Mello as they head down towards Murray's. Will Mello try and make it stick here at the final corner on the penultimate lap? No, we're going to have one more lap of racing to decide the race win. Mello trying the outside. He's sliding. He's onto the grass. That's a huge moment here as we head on to the final lap for all the marbles here in Wednesday Cup for the final lap of the season. Not down the inside into turn 1 at Hell's Corner. Mello is going to be in the slipstream of Matt Munro. The Red Bull livery's car will be absolutely sweating right now. He's going to be worried that Mello will end up right down his inside at Griffin's Bend as they are racing all the way down the mountain straight here, weaving left, weaving right, more like Max Verstappen in 2016, and Matt Munro doing his best impression with the Red Bull livery. Mello trying to hunt the outside. He does go round the outside here at Griffin's Bend. They're side by side. Munro giving the squeeze here as they head down towards the chase. And now they go towards the chase, and it's still Munro leading. But Mello, is he going to hunt down the inside? He does hunt down the inside, and then wheel to wheel through the chase, and now towards Quarry Corner. Matt Munro just about holding on there, still side by side as they head towards Reed Park. Mello just about holding on to you, Chris Munro, to round out this race.
Oh, I tell you what, it is all happening here with one lap to go here in Wednesday Cup in 2024. This is what you want to see, ladies and gentlemen. The top two having a good old crack across the mountain. Nick Mello just giving him a fair bit of hurry up across the top here through McPhillamy over the turn. Is he going to have a look into down the skyline? He's not. No one has that bigger testicles, I tell you what, on planet Earth. But they're going to go very close down through the dipper here. Matt Munro still has the advantage, but I tell you what, it's all going to come down to the chase. Can they get it pulled up here for Forest Elbow? Wowee, there goes Nick Mello into the wall. We got server lag. Oh, this is not the time for it to happen, boys and girls. And as we all sort each other out, Nick Mello has come in front of Matt Munro. We missed the whole thing because of the server. Thank you very much, Empress Servers. You can get absolutely S2 STUFFED. But now the battle continues as we get a top view. They're both side by side now through the kink into the cutting. Zach O'Reilly, you're going to have to take over here. Matt Munro is breaking with Nick Mello up the inside. Oh, take us to the end.
Here we go, it's all happening side by side, Mackay Diva style. This is incredible. Far lap, Mackay Diva. Here we go into the final furlong. What is going to happen here between Nick Mello and Matt Munro? Mello's got the inside line. He's going to take the position for Matt Munro. Oh! Switch back sideways. Go! This is going to be a dead heat. They've nearly knocked the doors of each other. And Nick Mello's got the chockies by 300ths of a fucking second. Wow. Turn it up, ladies and gentlemen. Alex McEwen nearly got involved in that too. What a finish to the final event for 2024, separated by 300ths of a second. A bee's foreskin. Alex McEwen is the champion of Wednesday Cup for the season 2024 of Wednesday here at AK Racing. But geez Louise, what a finish there between Ballo and Munro. Munro will be absolutely spewing. He's going to get Nick Moles and spewing Newing's buckets and put them all into one house. That is incredible. Well done to Alex McEwen, and what a finish at the final event there. The final furlong gave it, and out on the chockies. If you had a bet on that one and your house was on it, I reckon you would be in trouble there for sure. Buttigieg has come across the line in fourth. Great drive from him. Then the captain in fifth too. He's just coming to fruition at the moment. We've got to watch out for him in 2025. The Malaysian Marvel, the Red Mist himself, in sixth place. Ferguson seventh. Andrew, that is. James Bullock in eighth. Cracking drive. Junior Fergo in ninth. And Will Bullock. So we've got both Bullocks and both Fergusons in the top 10 to finish off 2024. What a drive. What a call here from Lezo and Dicky. That has been sensational in that department. Nick Mole in 11th place. The Chef in 12th. Recovery drive. Mr. Young as well in 13th. Schmerley 14th. Scotty McEwen in 15th. That's a good drive from him. Best livery on the circuit if you ask me. I love that one. Ezra Simmons, Make Australia Great Again. Whose bus? It's Carl's bus, that's for sure, in 17th. The Haircut in 18th. Falzon, disappointed in 19th. He says he's the happiest man on the grid. I'll see how happy he is after it, that's for sure. And Husey, Fitness, Attard, and McGill round out your top 23 there, Christopher Angus Munro.
Yeah, well, I guess we got the finish that we wanted to get. We got the excitement, ladies and gentlemen, albeit up against it with the server gods just playing their best silly buggers game there in the end. But I tell you what, a fantastic drive all season long from Alex McEwen. Whether it be server lag or not, he deserves this cup here. This is the final cup being given out here in 2024. It's the Wednesday Cup, and Alex McEwen is your season...
Champignon.
Yeah, Champignon, season 13, I believe. Season 13 or 14 champion here in AK Racing. It was well-deserved. Andrew Ferguson just making his way around as well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us here on the server. With that has been absolutely fraught with disaster and technical issues. Gremlins getting their way into all sorts of things they shouldn't do, but we persist on here at SimSational TV, and we get to the end. And thank you to the 16 concurrent viewers that stuck it down to the end. The servers need to be rebooted. Mate, they need to be booted somewhere. Don't you worry about that. We might even find a new server provider for 2025, but that's something that needs to happen behind the scenes. One thing that does need to happen behind the scenes is what is my name? Lesbian needs to go to the toilet. So why don't you boys talk it out for a minute or two?
Well, Dickie, I'll tell you what, that was something to behold, and it's been a pleasure to have you here in the commentary box with a hard on for the whole race events tonight. It's been sensational, and these guys here have definitely had to keep it hard and fat for the whole event, apart from race one, because wowee, the server lag was just off its head. But out of 10, Dickie, what has this event put towards your brain for the evening?
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to give it probably a 7. I mean, it would probably be a 9 if it wasn't for the server issues, but it definitely gave you and Munro your fair share of new grey hairs, as if you didn't have enough already. Um,
Oh,
but yeah, it was some great racing from all the boys out there tonight. That last lap here at Mount Panorama was absolutely spectacular. It took the breath from all 3 of us over the course of only 1 lap, so it all came down to that. It was an absolutely phenomenal one, and Long Beach was an absolute beauty as well. Some good racing, and yeah, thanks for having me in the box tonight.
It's been good to have you, and it's always going to be a pleasure in the future when you do join us and we join you for massive things coming in 2025 for SimSational TV and for AK Racing as well. You might have seen some little gold mines popping up in between sessions. They're on boards of some cars that will be running next season in the Wednesday Cup as well. So keep your eyes peeled, gents, if you're watching this back. Get your practice in on some of those cars if you can guess them from the onboards, that's for sure. But it's been one of those seasons. It never lets us down. Wednesday Cup, 30 plus drivers every week on the server, racing around, racing their little hearts out, and that's what you get for quality racing here at AK Racing, that's for sure, and quality broadcasting at SimSational TV. And speaking of which, we'd love to thank you, everyone out there who has supported us this whole year. We have gone from 110 subscribers on the channel from Takeover all the way up to 740 odd at the moment. So we appreciate you supporting us here at SimSational TV, and to our Patreon supporters as well, our patrons, as they would say, or whatever you want, and our super chatters all through the year. A massive thank you. We are putting that towards paying off our 28% credit card percent interest rates that we have done to make sure that the broadcasting is 400%. To all of our chatters in there and our dedicated viewers, it's been SimSational as well, and we wish you a big fat Merry Christmas and a safe New Year period over this time. We'll be back at SimSational TV in January. Don't you worry about that. Lindsay will be here. Christopher Munro will be here.
I'm back.
So will myself. And speaking of the devil, he is back. It's been a very awesome event, Chris. I was just saying thank you to everyone who supported the channel over the whole year. Our subscribers have gone up from 120 odd to 746 at this point in time.
Wow.
It's been one of those magnificent years.
Yeah, it has, and it's a testament to everyone to sit through some of the rubbish that comes out of my mouth in particular, but and obviously the technical can I get the bloody
rubbish.
words out? Yeah, exactly. Technical difficulties that difficulties. You say it fast, and people don't notice. That can plague sim racing at times, especially in these older games, ladies and gentlemen. Assetto Corsa is getting very long in the tooth, but I tell you what, in 2025, we might be blessed with something that is a little bit more modern. Assetto Corsa Evo coming out in January, so it's anyone's guess as to where we will reside in 2025 in terms of league racing and in terms of commentary. It's all up in the air at the moment, but one thing is for sure, you will be guaranteed action here at SimSational TV. All the isms, all the rubbish, all the nicknames and everything you've come to enjoy here on the channel will be continuing in 2025, and hopefully at an amplified. I don't even know. BZ, I've had too much red cordial. Someone save me.
My goodness gracious me. It's always a pleasure to have Chris Munro, whether he can get his words out or not in the commentary box. It's good. The red cordial has been going down very, very well, especially since we have tried to contact Coddy's cordial himself, and they've not come back to us, so they can get absolutely red-rooted in that department. We drink that much per stream, but nonetheless, it's great to have you all. It's great to have you, Chris. It's great to have yourself there, Lindsay, as I said earlier as well. A massive thank you to everyone through 2024. Bigger, better, improved things for 2025 coming your way. So stick around. And speaking of sticking around, I think that's the opposite of what we need to do here as we chop a cam our way out of 2024 at SimSational TV. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to my co-commentators as well. It's a pleasure to have you. Chris
you.
Munro puts the M, Ig Magnificent. Lindsay Muddle puts the puddle in your veins. Full of talent there. He's well. And I've been Zach O'Reilly. And guess what? You are not. So Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to everyone. And as always here at SimSational TV, keep it flat out.